I'm at the Suzhou Workers' Culture Palace. I don't know if there's anything really here for tourists. It had a little museum symbol next to it on Google Maps, and it's across the street from the Confucian Temple. It's not mentioned in any of the guidebooks, though. It says Jinyi Cinema. Might have been mentioned on the suggested itinerary at my hostel this morning that I glanced at. Culture Square and Culture Building. I'll take a look. The rest looks like it's municipal stuff for citizens to recreate and such. We'll take a look. I'll head to the Culture Square, Culture Building. I walked around for 45 minutes in the Confucian area, Confucian Temple and inscribed stone tablets museum. There's also another separate building they call the Byaki Museum. I don't know if that's just means also inscribed stone tablets. So doesn't look like there's a whole lot going on. Let me see if there's anything here in English. Doesn't look like it. Oh, at least I'll get out of the sun. Hot out today. We're now into the second week of June, so it's to be expected. But the lotuses here seem like they're out much more than they were in Hangzhou. I was disappointed because Hangzhou supposedly has the largest lotus garden in the world. Oh, it's like a mall. This must be the start of the mall. There's a big mall. Let me step inside the AC. It's going on 1 o'clock. I know there's a big mall down here. Tai Hua shopping mall. I guess not really probably part of it, huh? That's the Confucian Temple. I'm gonna go up to the pavilion of the Blue Wave Pavilion. I think it's the Kanglong Pavilion. Yeah, Kanglong Ting Street, I think it's off of, in Suzhou Art Gallery. Check it out. It's supposed to have borrowed views, and so there's no north-facing wall, so you can see the canal water outside the museum, outside the garden. Oh, it is hot. Nice to get in the shade. Hey, it's an Apple store. I wonder if it's a real Apple store. A lot of fake Apple stores or indiscriminate use of Apple logo. Got to be real careful if you buy any kind of electronics here. I've heard so many stories of frequent flyers getting their global entry taken away because they come back, you know, they lost their headphones or something. They buy a pair of headphones here and they come back through and global entry snatches them. The customs global entry is so you don't have to wait in line at customs, essentially pay $100 and register, and then you can skip the big line when you get home by scanning your passport and presenting the receipt, and they still check you out and look at your passport, but you're a trusted traveler. And every so often, I think, you know, especially if you're coming back from China, they want to screen you, and people for stupid bullshit like a pair of headphones. And I mean, yeah, if you look at them real close, you could tell they're probably not authentic headphones, but they're pretty close. They're usually a little bigger or something and poorly put together. But what are you supposed to do, you know? Everything that you buy here is probably going to be off-brand, so you're supposed to use it and throw it out, I guess. Buy it and throw it out. Or give it to someone before you leave. Say, here, I don't want to toss it in a landfill, but you take it. I certainly wouldn't buy anything like DVDs and bring them home. When I was staying in the winter in Shanghai, you know, I was bored, and I was right near the fake market there, so I admit it, I went and bought some DVDs to watch, and I've been guilty of piracy. I fed myself in college by pirating DVDs. It wasn't an industrial operation, I just sold them to my friends. My goal was to get Subway fare and Subway food money. I like to eat at Subway. So as long as I could do both of those, I was happy. I mean, there were times I had to walk across the Brooklyn Bridge because I couldn't afford to take the train. I was a student, and I figured, I'm not going to go pay money for the movie in New York City anyway. $15, $20 to see a movie, so they're not losing any money to me or my friends. We can't afford it. But if I buy a DVD on the street for $5, and I can buy a stack of blank DVDs for $20, $25, so they're like, 50 of them for 50 cents a piece, and then I can burn them while I'm studying and sell them to my friends for $5 each because they're too scared or lazy to buy them off the street themselves. Then I essentially made $4.50, and if I sell 2-3 of them a day, I have metro fare and I have money to buy food. I used to sell them to professors actually the most. All the professors got word that I was the guy to go to if they want the latest DVD movie. So I don't know where the culture building is exactly. Yeah, it's this building. I don't think they have any real exhibits going on though. There's a pretty casual attitude towards intellectual property rights here in China. Like when I went into the Confucian temple and I was looking at the astronomical chart, it says no photography on the wall. The guard didn't say anything to me. He didn't try to stop me. Do you guys know if there's a museum around here? Museum?
Sorry, I don't know.
Museum? No?
Oh, I know, but
Yeah.
I don't know where it is.
Somewhere here in one of these buildings?
I'm sorry, I'm new
No?
here.
Okay. No? Okay. Thank you. 谢谢. Yeah, I don't think there's anything. I think it's just kind of hanging out stuff, recreation. Hi, is there a museum here? Museum? No? Museum? Museum? This way? Yeah. Okay. She may be sending me to the Blue Wave Pavilion, which I think is over this way. Do 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 do. Dancing Queen. There was ABBA playing when I was walking through the Confucian temple. It was coming from next door. I wasn't quite sure what was going on. It might have been a school or something during the recess. Let's see, there's a sign. Reading library. Jade Trade Center. Ooh, that might be fun. Hello. Looks empty. Maybe this way? Well, I'll let you know if I find it. I'll start a